The Denver Nuggets, they pick up their fourth win of the season. And honestly, this was a game where defense was optional, but shout out, welcome back to the Mile High City, Russell Westbrook. The Nuggets, man, there's an interesting stat that I found out that I've kind of been cycling through my brain, and it added more context today, y'all. Let's get straight into it. This was a monster game for Nikola Jokic, for Russell Westbrook, Aaron Gordon. Let's do it. The Denver Nuggets get a 130-124 win versus the Sacramento Kings. They were in charge of this game from start to finish. Just a dominant performance. Now, the Nuggets, the defense, not existent. Nobody really showed up to play defense today on either side of the ball. But the good thing is, man, sometimes you just got to get a win. It's really just that simple. You just have to be able to get a win. And, they played a lot of different kind of games so far. If you look at the game they played versus the Golden State Warriors, I mean, that was a game they were in full control of until the end. Steph Curry had 35 points in the second half and in overtime. If you just think about what you saw versus the Portland Trailblazers in that game that they lost, again, a game they were handily in charge of. Then they lost the game in the fourth quarter. I mean, you just go up and down, man. Like, sometimes you just got to be able to do the job, and you got to be able to finish the job. That's one of the most important things. So they got the job done today. They won. They win convincingly in stretches, but then, they got up to like 12-14 with the game was like kind of out of the way. But they were just, Sacramento came back in the game and, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But it was a really good game, man. It was a really good game, really good effort by the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets got up 13 with about 3 minutes left, and you can tell they just kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit. Should have been a double-digit win, but who cares? One of the big thing is, Russell Westbrook came back today, man. And, this is obviously his first time in Denver since he left. And one of the things I do want to say is I'm glad that he got another opportunity in the league. The Nuggets organization, they just kind of were moving in a different direction. When John Wallace came into Ben Tenzer, he obviously had a player option that he declined. I know he was looking to get a larger deal. But also he didn't know if his playing time was going to be guaranteed. There's a lot of things that kind of went into that. But Russ, he waited to find a situation that would work for him. And today, you could make an argument he was the best player on the floor for the Kings today. I knew he would have a big game because obviously he was coming back to Denver, and that just makes sense. Russ did the same thing with the Clippers. He had 26 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals today. He was 10-17 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Really good. He had 6 turnovers, but he was forcing the issue constantly against the Nuggets, especially in the pick and roll, especially in that second unit when he was with Drew Eubanks. Eubanks was a +8, and he got 4 buckets today, and they were basically all spoon-fed by Russell Westbrook. So just a really great game from him all the way around. Jokic today, he scored the most points that he scored in any game this year, in any game. Scored the most points this year that he scored in any game. And if you looked at the way the game script kind of started, I think it was just more situational, just to kind of coverages he was seeing, but also just trying to get the 3-point shots up. But 34 points, let me just share this with y'all. Because this is actually, I think, notable that he kind of got put in a situation where he needed to score a little bit more today. But 34 points, 14 assists, which is just, I'll never get used to the fact that there's a center in the NBA that you can expect to have these kind of performances. 14 assists. He had 7 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 10 of 12 from 2 today. For 83%, 4 of 10 from 3, 40%, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 67%, 73 true shooting. He was a +18 in 36 minutes played. Yeah, that's a great comment right there. Joker is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get in every game. That's literally how it's been. Shout out to Jeremy Knight, $2 super chat. Jeremy Knight, 6488. Where my Jokic doesn't play defense, people. He was definitely extremely active today. His best defensive game this year was not this one. But the Nuggets didn't play defense. But the funny thing is, you know, a plus 18 on a night like tonight, where the bench unit, as great as they've been all year, so no complaints for me, as great as they've been all year, they just didn't have their best performance of the season. And so if you just kind of look at some of these numbers overall from the roster, you know, Nikola Jokic, 34, 14, 7, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Aaron Gordon, 20 points, had 7 rebounds today, 1 assist, 1 steal. Man, he missed his first free throw of the year. I believe AG is now 28 of 29 on the year. He missed his first free throw today, unfortunately. Jokic missed a free throw. Christian Brown had 21 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 6 of 9 from the free throw line, 7 of 10, 1 of 3 from 3. Now, let me say this, because I said this on Twitter. The only person that I'm actually really worried about right now, not worried, I want to rephrase that, but I'm curious to see what the rest of the season looks like for them, is Christian Brown. Cam Johnson, as evidenced by the numbers, is still struggling to shoot threes. 0 of 5 from 3. But the thing is, Cam Johnson's been a 40% off-ball three-point shooter, spot-up three-point shooter the last 5 years. That's going to change. That's going to happen. I'm not really worried about it. The shot just looks really flat, not in sync right now. Plus 11, 10 points. He did have 2 assists, 3 rebounds. But the thing that I'm most concerned with is right here. This part. If he doesn't get the three-point volume up during the course of the season, you know, I'll be a little concerned. If he doesn't get the three-point volume up at all over the course of the season, you know, I'm just going to be looking kind of out the side of my eye. Now, it's not like it's a bad thing per se, but again, what are you going to do when teams start defending you a certain way? He's shooting 21% from 3 so far. Now, you heard what I just said about Cam Johnson. Like, he's shooting 21% from 3. You know, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Cam Johnson this year is only shooting 25% from 3. Jamal Murray this year is shooting 34% from 3. Aaron Gordon is shooting 48% from 3 this year on 20 points a game, which is insane. Jokic, after this 4-10 performance, he's shooting 29% from 3. So, yeah, we're a little bit of ways. Like, we're a little bit of ways from the team shooting at its normal averages. That will normalize at some point in time. They will start hitting more three-pointers soon. But Jokic is an elite shooter, elite three-point shooter the last 2 years. Well, really, 2 of the last, well, I guess technically 3 of the last 4 years, including this one. I expect you to go. His mid-range has been money. I expect Jamal Murray's to get way up. Like, it's just the shots. When you watch Jokic, Murray, and, well, really Jokic, Murray, and Cam Johnson shoot right now, it just doesn't look as fluid. But that's all right. For me, I've said this multiple times, I just want to see the team, like, get into a rhythm. I want to see the team get into a rhythm. I want to see the team really figure out just, you know, who they are, how they should be playing. And then, you know, from there, you just rock and you just keep moving, man. Like, I just want to see the team really find itself and find its identity and just figure out how to play together. That's really the most important part right now. Just how do you continue to figure out how to play together? Who needs to do what? Where do they need to be? I mean, just all the way around. Like, everybody making sure they're doing their job and living up to the expectations that is set for them on the floor. So I'm not really concerned with the outcome as I am the process. Again, the first 21 games of the year, I want to find out who you are and what you do, because eventually the Nuggets are going to go on that 15-3 run. Like, they'll, you know, 18-game stretch, 20-game stretch, they're going to go 17-3. They're going to put themselves in a different tier in terms of the standing. But now it's just about working out the lineup rotations and all that other stuff. So, again, plus 10 for Cam Johnson. Nikola Jokic plus 18. Christian Brown plus 21. phenomenal. Aaron Gordon +5. Jamal Murray, 15 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds today. He was 6 of 17 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He was a +1. He had a really nice shot over Nick Clifford that he made today, which was excellent. Tim Hardaway Jr. So this is really where the game was lost, y'all. Jonas Valanciunas, 12 minutes played. He had 8 points. And he had 2 blocks, 3 rebounds, but -12. And the defense wasn't played at all, like I said, in all of the game. But it would have been a little nice if they would have had a better stint today, but it is what it is. Not a huge deal. Julian Strawther played 7 minutes, -4. Bruce Brown had 13 points today, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. He played a really good game. He was in Dennis Schroeder's area and in his grill today. Dennis also had a nice game. He had 18 points and 9 assists today, 7 of 14 from the field, but 0 of 5 from 3. Jonas Valanciunas, like I said, 8. Julian Strawther had 4 today, 1 of 1 from 3. Peyton Watson, he was 0 of 4 from the field. Did not get on the scoreboard today, but his defense, when he got an opportunity to guard DeRozan, was good until they got him switched off. Tim Hardaway Jr., 1 of 2 from 3, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And 1 steal. So the Nuggets win. Like I said, it's just that's all that matters for me at this point. Everybody stayed healthy. Everybody wins. I'm looking at cleaning the glass. Yeah, the Nuggets had a 122.6 offensive rating today. The Nuggets shot 18 of 22 at the rim. Sacramento shot 19 of 24. The Nuggets shot 12 of 37 from 3 today. And then Sacramento shot 9 of 27. 12 of 37, not horrible, but could be better. The Nuggets had a 107 half-court rating today, and they gave up a 104. Like I said, there was no defense played at all in this game. Every time the Nuggets got turnovers today, the Nuggets averaged a 154.5 offensive rating in transition and had a 133 off, steals. So, just dominant offensive game, y'all. But I'm excited, man. We'll have more and more great content coming out. We got Locked On Nuggets. I'll do a solo show for Locked On Nuggets tomorrow to talk through this game in a little bit more detail and talk about some of the other stuff that's going to happen. I'm going to talk about Christian Brown tomorrow as well, because that 3-point volume thing is important to me in particular, because I think that's gonna change the way. And I talk about this in preseason. There's a certain way you want to be guarded as a shooting guard, and right now I don't think he's going to get guarded that way. He needs to change that himself. Can't just be really great in transitioning, really great on backdoor cuts and everything, which he is. But really curious. But yeah, that's going to do it, y'all. Thank y'all for the super chat, man. Y'all know what time it is. This is Swipa. I really appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. On the way to 15,000 subscribers, man. Take care of your peoples. We're in holiday season. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Christmas, right around the corner. Make sure you already lock in what you're supposed to be doing, boy, because I got a lot of stuff I got to do this holiday season, y'all. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the other side.